Welcome back!
Hey, it's me.
Okay, so I want you guys to be proud of me because I have gone and done something conventional. I know. Now, if any of you have been here long enough, which I think most of you on my TikTok probably will have, and maybe on my YouTube, you'll know that when I started nursing school, I was on the hunt for like the best backpack because I obviously had to travel to the city, I had to catch the train. I had to take, like my device every time. We had textbooks, notebooks, and all the rest of it, plus my lunchbox, plus my water bottle, and I hated having to carry more than one thing. So I had like a Nordis travel backpack. That was great, but it was too long for me. I didn't realize you could get different lengths, and I got the one that was too long for like my torso. So that just wasn't comfortable. And then I ended up getting the North Face, what was it called? I can't remember, but anyway, it's in one of my YouTube videos. I had the North Face backpack, which was great, but they upgraded it, or like they updated it just before I bought it, and like the front of the backpack had like a little zip at the top that when you opened it, it only went that deep, and then there was like a netted section at the front, and then so like when you were filling the bag up and putting things in there, the top part would get quite heavy and like the weight just didn't distribute properly. And I'm pretty sure they've changed it now, or they're changing it in their next one, because a lot of people were like, why is this pocket not completely functional? So anyway, I ended up selling that because you guys know everything that I buy, I don't just keep and hoard. Like if I get something new, I move it on. So anyway, I know he's sitting here staring at me in the background, but I went and bought the bag that I should have got in the beginning, but I was like, aesthetics, no, it's not cute, I don't want one of those bags. And I've gone and bought a High Sierra backpack. And okay, let me just show you. I don't think it's that ugly. No, it kind of is. I don't know. Okay, so it's like khaki kind of green. I was like, I could have just got black, but I was like, this was actually really nice. And it's got like a million pockets, and then like lengthwise this way it's not too tall, so it actually sits really nicely on my back. It's got these like really cool little like suspension parts where like when the bag gets heavier, it doesn't pull down on your shoulders. Like these parts are actually elastic. I don't know. Anyway, the bag's got suspension things in there. And then this whole back part is super padded, including this bit that can then go over your suitcase if you ever travel. So I think it's going to sit a lot nicer on my back, because the thing is, like on my other backpack, my Nia one, which I'm going to show you to do the comparison, the straps are quite thin, and like, my classes aren't in the one building that you think they're going to be in when you start uni. And so I'm constantly walking from one end to the other. I know a lot of people were like, oh, you won't even use textbooks, we didn't rah. And like, there's days where I go to uni for a class and then I stay and study, and basically I wish that I had my textbook with me to finish studying and doing things like I did at home, but there's just no way that I would be carrying another extra bag with books in it. I was like, no, everything fits in the one bag or I'm not taking it. So anyway, let me show you my Nia backpack at the moment, which I absolutely love. And I feel like I've definitely, used it to its abilities, but I bought this when I got my grad program because this was going to be like my everyday bag. And then I got a locker, so I was like, well, I don't need to take everything to and from work every day with me, so that's kind of made it nicer. Now, plus going to uni now, the days that I work, which is most of my uni days, sorry, my rings are so big now, they literally just like fall around on my hand. Anyway, so if any jewelry companies want to like collaborate, I would love to get my rings remade, because apparently this is the smallest that they can go now, and those little coil things and everything just don't work. Anyway, segue. But yeah, so anyway, I'd been using this and then it just sort of sat for a while. Now, most of my uni days, I go straight to a PM shift after. So then I have a separate bag packed that has my scrubs in there, like some spare undies, some spare socks, and just like a few little toiletry things. And then that stays in my car. And then when I get to work, I take the things out of my uni bag that I need to take to my shift as well, put them in that bag, and then I take that bag. Ultimately, I would like to just have one bag. If I'm going to uni and work, I just want to have the one bag for that day. The days that I'm going just from home to work, I just use my little tote bag. It's just easy. So anyway, this is my Nia backpack, which I think would be great if you are someone that travels, like this is a great travel backpack, which I think if I was younger and didn't have kids and traveled more, I'd keep it for that. I tried to get my sister to use it for Europe, but she didn't want to. She actually used her dad's High Sierra bag. Anyway, so yeah, I just like, I can't even fit my deodorant in my bag once I have like my lunchbox, my pencil case, my laptop, you know. And the thing is, my new MacBook is 16 inches, which fits in here perfectly because the bag is square. If this bag was rounded, it would not fit in there, but because it goes quite wide, it's perfect. But I can't put it in the very back pocket that is made for the laptops, because then when I carry it on my back, it's so hard against it because there's just no padding in this section if you've got a laptop in there. If you don't, which I don't, I put it in this big section in here, then you've got a little bit of padding. But anyway, I just didn't like that because this pocket was enough to fit my laptop and my iPad, but again, like, it's quite thin. So I think for traveling this is perfect, but not for everyday going to uni. And I'm not trying to justify myself, I've already bought the other bag, went to DFO and got it even cheaper. It was originally $140 and I got it for like 80, so super happy. But you know, I also did love with this Near bag that it's got like these extra little pockets on the inside to put things, but that bag has more than enough. So anyway, I just figured before it gets tattered and torn, because it's still like brand new, let's just move it on and get a new backpack. So if anybody would love this gem, let me know. I don't know, you can have it for like $30 or something. But yeah, it's just not nodding. Like, my drink bottles don't fit in the side, so my drink bottle goes inside, which if I don't have enough room, I carry my drink bottle, you know. I just want a bag that does it all, and I should have done this initially, but I didn't. But anyway, we've got 3.8 years ahead of us for studying, so that's that one. So we're going to say goodbye to her and we're going to take everything off. So back to the new one. So it is the High Sierra Access 3.0 Eco Backpack. So what I loved as well was it wasn't one of their like heavy materialed ones. Like, this literally weighs like nothing. Does it tell you? So it's a 45-litre backpack, but the dimensions are 53 by 38 by 28 centimetres. So it's similar to my North Face one, so I loved it. That's why I was like, size-wise, it's perfect, but has the ability to completely expand and be really full, which is awesome. And then in the very bottom, it has a little rain cover that zips out and comes over the top. The suspension straps, which I already said, and it is made from recyclable PET bottles. So I love that. I love that I'm at least doing my little bit for the environment. So it was made by 32 bottles, rain cover included, 16-inch lockable padded laptop compartment and tablet pocket. So it's got for both. Laptop hammock for extra protection. So I noticed that in the back part where the laptop goes, it doesn't actually just slide right down to the bottom of your bag. There's some little like suspension straps in there, so it's enough to fit a 16-inch laptop, but it doesn't hang right to the bottom, so when you're dropping your bag on the ground or putting your bag down, it's not touching the floor. It's got a little, this pocket here is like a phone pocket that you can stick a little USB thingy out of and like charge your phone. You can also put your sunnies or your glasses in there because it's quite soft, it's fleece lined. Multi-compartment designs, water repellent fabric, padded airflow back panel with suspension back straps, adjustable waist strap, smart sleeve with hidden RFID pocket, and a side beverage pocket. So we love that. So yeah, the recommended retail price is 140 AED, and I paid, it says $94.99 on here, but I had a voucher as well, so I got like a little bit off. But anyway, so let's have a look at it a little bit more closely. Okay, so this is the bag. So let's start with like this little front section. So this is cool because you can carabiner things to your bag, which I obviously probably won't do. What does this say? Oh, okay, so the other reason why I ended up just going with the High Sierra and just being done with it is because it has a lifetime warranty. So like, with my North Face backpack, some of the material on the front of it was like, if one wrong thing goes in there that's too sharp, it's going to break through the bag. And they didn't cover for certain things, and there was only like a 2-year warranty. So she said in the lifetime expectancy of this bag, which I think she said was like 10 to 15 years, you can go to any Strand Bag store, because I bought it from Strand Bags, and basically they'll just look you up on the system because they put all your details in digitally, and as long as they can see that you bought it there, they don't even ask questions, they just give you a new backpack. And if they don't have this one anymore, you just get the upgraded version of whatever is there. So I loved that. And then the colors, they had black, navy, this and like a maroony kind of red. So that was kind of cool too. But yeah, so I love that, lifetime warranty. So anyway, back to the pockets. So this little pocket on the front, okay, so you've got this bit here, you can do your little carabiner things to it. Then it has a little zip here on the front that goes right up under that part too, and it is the width of this whole part here. So it's the whole width, and it's probably, including this bit under the sleeve, it's like up to my wrist. So it's like that deep, which is really, really cool. So it goes the whole way. So we love that. Then on top of it, it also has another double zipped pocket. So it goes all the way down, which is really cool, and it flaps forward. And this, I guess, is the equivalent to the inside of my Nia backpack. So it's got a little thing that you can, I guess, clip your car key to, which is handy because mine is keyless. It expands, like it's got a little expandy bit in the bottom, so that's really cool. So see that? So it either folds in if you don't put much stuff in there, or it can puff out. So that's what we love. And then it's got like a little hanging bit. Oh, this is info about the warranty. Cool. It's got little like pen slits, little random bits, and then like a little zip as well. So we love that. So that'll come in handy. So again, like all those little bits that I kind of just like can't fit in my bag can go in there. Then we've got this little zip at the top here. So like I said before, that is for like your sunnies, or you can stick a USB portable charger thingamajiggy that can go in there. And then there's a little hole here where your cord can come out and plug into your phone while you're walking around, whatever. But anyway, that's that. Don't know if I'll use that, but it might be good for my glasses actually. I guess what it's intended for. Okay, so that's that. So if we puff this bag out so you can actually see what we're dealing with. Okay, so side view, right? So this is the pocket section here that we've already been into, and then this is what she looks like from the side. So we've got this zip at the top here, only goes to that part on both sides, and that is the tech spot. So it's specifically lockable, and it has all the extra padding and the little like dangly bits that sort of sit, I don't know, around here, so your laptop doesn't hit the bottom, like I said. And it's got another spot for your iPad as well. So that's that bit there. So let's have a look in there first. All right, so you've got this little Velcro strip here, and that one there doesn't go as far down. It probably goes to about here. So that would be for like your iPad or your tablet. And then the other part goes, like I said, all the way to the bottom, except if you can see inside, you probably can't. No, they're the same color as the actual bag, so I cannot show you, but they basically look like this, but thicker, and they're like sewed to the front and back, and they just make a loop, and your laptop just sits in that. So it's like a hanging thingy. All right, a hammock, banana hammock. So that's that big back pocket there. Then moving forward, we come to, I guess, what would be the main pocket. So this big middle zip here. Now these here undo, which is awesome, because on my North Face backpack, it had this little strap here that you could make tighter and looser, but you couldn't undo it. So you couldn't actually get into the bag properly once it was fuller, because you just had this still there. So that was really annoying. So I love that, because you can, you know, if the bag's not super full, it's not going to look dumb and puffy, because you can make it what you want it to be. So then the zips for this one run all the way down the side. So they go down to here. Had it the wrong way, down to there. Okay, and then this bit here opens up the whole depth of the bag. All right, so if we have a look in here, so it's got no extra little zips or any little bits and pieces, which is so good, because this is where I can put my work clothes down the bottom, some spare undies and socks and the bits and pieces I take, and then I've got like my little pouch that has all my work stuff that I use. So like my name badges, my pens, my scissors, my badge rule, all the bits and pieces, my little Hello Kitty one, that would go in there too. I've got a little pouch that has pads and stuff in it, but I guess I could use a pocket in here for those too. And I'm going to show you some of the things that I would put in my bag, but you know, I've got my little tech pouch. So this is from Steph Pay's Planners. And I got it the other week, and it's extremely cool, and it fits all of my chargers, charger cords, my mouse, my AirPods, my little screen. Oh, My husband always says this looks like a vape. My little screen cleaning stuff. I do always keep a pen in there too. And then in the little zip pockets on the sides, I've got like my little hub. Oh, I've got 2 pens in there. My iPad pencil grip holder thingies. I've got a lip balm. And then I've even got a USB, you know, old school. I'm pretty sure that's 64 gig. That's my father-in-law's, that's not mine. And I've got a little hub in here. So this little hub is a way for me to connect it USB-C wise either to my laptop, and then I can connect HDMI. Yep, HDMI on the end. Oh, I keep forgetting I have this. And every time we do practice presentations in class, I'm one of the only ones that can't connect, well, not me, but all of us that have Mac can't connect to the screens in the class because we don't have HDMI. Hence why I bought this for those reasons, and I've forgotten about it. SD card reader for your iPad or your laptop. Anyway, I bought that off Amazon. So that's in there too. And then just a little like glasses wiper tingamajig. And then yeah, like I said, my laptop charger plug. I have a spare USB-C to iPhone charge, even though now my new phone is USB-C, but you just never know who's going to need one. Plus if I take my old phone that I'm filming for YouTube, you know, I can charge that too. Yeah, my laptop cord. And then I always have a USB-C to USB-C as well, which is for my phone and my iPad. So anyway, all of those things now have their own little spot to live in. So again, they would then go in this big pocket as well. My lunchbox would fit in there, everything, like everything I could think of. Then for days where it's like extra, or like I just need a little bit more room, brings us to the next pocket. So let me just zip this guy up. The zips are so heavy duty as well, so I love that because I'm a rough gal. All right, so this next pocket goes from here to the same spot on the other side, and it's double zipped as well. And this one here, you can like fully open up to, and it has got another little mesh zip pocket that is sewn down the middle. So it's got 2 little spots, so you can put bits and pieces in there as well. So realistically, this pocket could actually be where I put my scrubs. Yeah, I would even fit, like if I was wearing sneakers and was like, I don't want to wear my sneakers at work, I want to wear my Crocs or whatever, like I would easily fit those in here with my work clothes too, then use that middle pocket for like my lunchbox at the bottom, my drink bottle down the side, my tech pouch, you know, obviously I'm gonna have, like, I've got notebooks, I've got pencil case, all those bits and pieces. So I absolutely love that for that. And what else was I going to tell you about my bag? Oh yeah, so then it's got those clips on the side, like I said, so you can clip those up and make your bag a bit more compact if it's not full. And then on this side here, you've got your drink thingy, which should fit easily a 1.2 litre Yeti, which I well and truly think mine will, because it stretches so far and it obviously just sits in the divot of the bag. But it actually, you know how some of these nets, see this has got pleats in it so that it actually stretches further. Some of them are just straight down and like they just don't, and your bottle ends up sitting up here and falling out. So there's that. But again, if I didn't want to, then I would just put my bottle inside my bag. So that is my new backpack. She's a bit cute. Okay, like I said, not that ugly, and I'm gonna put my Labubu and things on there anyway. But the other things, what other things was I gonna show you? Oh yeah, okay, there's my deodorant. So then I also did a Officeworks haul today. Okay, so you guys know that I've been going through like doing notes on my iPad, using the new OneNote program on my laptop, taking notes that way and all the rest of it. But there's just been so many things. So many classes are delivered so differently. Some of the lecturers speak so fast that it's honestly impossible to write notes, or it's so far, like it's so hard to like type. So you've just got to have your pen and just go for it, right? So that's, I've been taking notebooks and doing all that. I have also I've dropped out of my physical Friday class because love the tutorer as somebody that I would like to work with, but not as my lecturer. I'm not getting anything out of his class. So absolutely nothing against him, but I just thought it's another day that I used to have off to myself that I'm now going to uni for 2 hours, then having a bit of a break and then having to go to work. Like, I could just have a slower morning at home, drop the boys off, you know, I can go to Pilates, go for a walk, whatever, come home, still study for a few hours and do the class myself, because it's human biology and pharmacology and stuff like that. So I emailed the unit coordinator and just said, look, it's not him, it's me. It's just the way my learning style is. Like, I go to the class and I feel like I've wasted my time. I could just be at home studying even more in depth by myself. Then you've got the past classes where one of the girls that's in my other classes that I'm friends with is the tutor for, or the facilitator for, the past class for that unit. So the presentations that she makes, that she puts up in our Teams chat for the class that she facilitates, I get more out of those than I do going to his class. So I made the decision. I emailed the unit coordinator and just said, what are my options? And she was like, amazing, you can go Thursday morning instead. I'll be teaching that class for 2 more weeks. Then unfortunately he will be taking over. So you probably, if that's the case, that's not going to be an option, but you're welcome to come for the next 2 weeks. And then you can go to online. But online is on Wednesdays at 5 p.m. And I said, perfect. I only ever work an AM shift on a Wednesday. So that is fine. That's Wednesdays is the one day I can't go on campus. So I said, perfect, let's just do that. The next few weeks that are coming up, so we're going into week 5, week 6 and week 7 in most of the units are heavy content weeks, because it's exam content. They've already given us the heads up for that like those are the weeks you don't want to miss. So I was like, perfect, I've kind of got this week and next week to like, well, it's Saturday today, but the rest of this weekend and next week to just sort of like catch back up with my study and get all my notes and stuff redone, and then I'll be ready to go. I've already submitted 2 assignments. I've got one due on Wednesday, which is just a presentation, so I'm going to get that done. But I was like, I need to just figure my shit out, because my note taking feels like it's all over the place, which is why I loved just having a workbook, because I could just write notes in the section for that unit, and then I could take photos of them, upload them into my good notes. I can annotate more, I can, you know, whatever, scan them in, and then it's a readable document. So I went to Officeworks today with the boys. We went on a little shopping haul, and you wouldn't believe that the first thing I saw when I walked in to the notebook section was this new product from Oxford that I have never ever seen at Officeworks before, and it is called the 5 Subject Notebook. It's from Oxford, or it's by Oxford, I should say, and it's 200 pages of finest quality paper. Then it says, scan and access your notes anywhere, anytime. So you get free access to the app made by Oxford when you buy this book, and the pages have little squares on them, and as long as you write in between those squares on the page, you scan it and it uploads to the app, and then wherever you are you can go, oh, I have studied this, I've got it in my notebook, I don't have my notebook on me, oh, hang on a second, let me just check my app, search the word that you've written, and it picks it up. And I was like, that's basically what my iPad does anyway, so I can still upload these to my iPad when I want to. The problem is not all the lectures are available in PDF like beforehand, so sometimes I'm sitting in my class putting the PDFs onto my good notes. So anyway, I was like, I just want to go back to pen and paper for the moment, and then I can rejig and see how we go. So then you open the book, and this book speaks to me. Okay, so it's got a nice thick cover. Then this front page, it's got like full Oxford spec certificate stuff where you write your personal details. And then it also says, follow us on Facebook and Instagram for promotional and latest products. Then it has this little bit down here that says, this book is for people who write on both sides of the page. So the other part of the advertising that I absolutely loved was that it said, ink does not show through. It's optic paper plus. Feel the difference. So yes, this book was a little bit more expensive. So it was $14.60, which I don't think was that expensive, because the Marbig 5 subject books are actually quite expensive these days. So anyway, this is what I've decided to go with. The pages are detachable, they're ruled and marked. So they just look really, really nice. And then it's got like 5 little dividers in between. So I love that because I've got 4 subjects, so that's perfect. It's even got this little like timetable thing that you can draw on, and then it tells you how to scan the bits and pieces. So you got to download the app, make your account, and then you basically just take a photo with your phone in the app, and it does that. So I'm so excited to use this. But coming with good paper and a book needs good pens, am I right? So you guys know I am a pen whore, okay? Caps lock. 0.5 is my thing. I don't care what you say about it, because you like what you like, I like what I like, okay? So 0.5, and the best ones that I have found are the Pentel Energel BLN 105, okay? Now, These ones don't come in a pack, which is so annoying because only in Pentel being a more expensive brand, they only do like a full pack of black, a full pack of black, blue, red, or they do like 1 millimeter, 0.7, no 0.5s in packs. And they definitely don't do their colored gel ones in packs. So I had to buy them individually. They were $4.40 each and I bought 10 of them. I can see you judging me. We listen and we don't judge. I don't smoke, I don't drink, okay? My hobby is buying stationery. Anyway, so I bought 2 black, 2 blue, 1 red, and then green, purple, pink, orange, teal. All right, these are 0.5. These babies are gonna be beautiful. So excited. Then, because I'm a sucker for things, Sharpie brought out some new highlighters. They are clear view highlighters. Look at this, okay? Look at the tip. So you can see it's colored on the outside edge and then it's transparent in the middle, okay? I feel like we need to do a little test run, all right? We need to do a little test run because I don't actually know what it's gonna look like. They only came in a pack of 3 and these are the only colors that they had. But like, Sharpie, can you please bring out some pastels? Because that would be even more beautiful. All right, so let's just, oh, we love a fresh little tip. Okay, let me just write something. Hello. Oh my gosh, this paper is like slippery shiny and look at that. No smear. Did you see? That was in real time what I just did. Okay, anyway, so, oh my God, this is amazing. So it literally looks like it's just a piece of plastic in the middle with felt tip around the edges. Okay, let me test it out. Don't stuff this up. Oh. I don't know what I did. See-through tip. Always know when to stop. Oh. I've been gypped. No, because tell me why in my head, I actually can't believe that. Still beautiful. But tell me why in my head, when I saw these on the shelf, I thought, I can see now where I fucked up. I thought, because the middle is transparent, that you would write your text and then you would highlight it and it's only going to box. No, why am I actually such an idiot? Anyway, so the clear tip, which means you can see your writing through as you're highlighting and you know when to stop and not over highlight. So basically I just paid a lot of money for fuck all. Anyway, that was funny. Oh well, you learn something new every day. And then these are, oh, also Pentel. I didn't realize it was the same brand as my pens, but these are the retractable correction tape. Because correction tape has gotten so expensive. Like, even the cheapest, boringest one was like $2 something, and this was $3. So I was just like, well, you know, for the sake of a little gizmo gadget. So it looks like this. It's tiny. Okay. It's got a little bit here so you can actually wear it on your clothes because you're a cool kid. But it's the Pentel tape correction 5 millimeters by 6 meters long, and it is retractable. All right, so you do it and then you just retract it back in so it doesn't get ruined in your bag, which is handy. Okay, so I got 2 of those. So that was my little Officeworks haul. Artie also got some new little like fun activities and puzzles and things like that. So I'm very excited to like get my notes and stuff done. But like, how would you be that notebook was the first thing I saw when I walked into that? Like, I just actually can't believe it. So anyway, that is my cute little haul. So I'm going to leave it here. And I guess when I'm packing my bag for uni tomorrow night, I'll do a little pack with me and you'll see that too. But anyway, I hope you like this cute little spot I'm sitting in because I got my new little like rug on the floor. Have an amazing rest of your weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.